What's up everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys my favorite Jurassic World dinos from throughout the whole franchise in figure form. So let's just get right into it. And at number 5, we have the Velociraptor. So the figures I chose for the Velociraptor spot is the 2 Velociraptors from that one pack that comes with John Hamm and Ellie Sattler, the banner. And then these 2 Raptors. These are the ones from Jurassic Park, which is probably my favorite Velociraptor design. And yeah, the Velociraptor is a really cool dinosaur in my opinion. It's probably the second most iconic in the franchise alongside the T-Rex. Those are the 2 most iconic dinosaurs in the franchise. And the Velociraptor is really cool, especially the ones from Jurassic Park, because they are a lot meaner than some of your other ones. Well, all the Jurassic Park Raptors are mean. The Jurassic World ones are the only ones that aren't mean. So that's why I chose these Velociraptors. And these Velociraptors have pretty good articulation. They're just a part of the standard line. So there's not anything too special. But yeah, these are some very awesome figures of a very cool dinosaur in the franchise. Now, moving on. And moving on to my 4th favorite dinosaur in the franchise, that's gotta be the Spinosaurus. And the figure I chose to represent the Spinosaurus spot is obviously the Legacy Collection one, because that is the only Spinosaurus figure from Mattel that I have in my collection. So that's the only one I could show you guys. This is a very awesome figure depicting one of the best creatures in the Jurassic franchise. It's a very, very, very cool dinosaur, the Spinosaurus is. It will be reappearing in Jurassic World Rebirth, but not the JP3 one. Maybe. Actually, it might end up appearing from some leaks I've heard, but I don't think so. But yeah, this figure is awesome. It has pretty decent articulation for being a basic figure. It has a little action feature where you can open and close the jaws. And it is a pretty gigantic figure as well. I really love this figure, and I also really love the Spinosaurus. Alright, now moving on. And now my 3rd favorite dinosaur slash creature in the franchise has got to be the Mosasaurus. So the Mosasaurus I picked to represent the Mosasaurus spot in this video is the Jurassic World Dominion slash Dino Escape Mosasaurus. And I do have another Mosasaurus figure, which is the Fallen Kingdom one. But the reason why I picked this figure is because it had improved articulation. This figure is very awesome. They're basically the same, the Fallen Kingdom one, this one, except that this one has a longer tail and it can rotate, which is really cool. This figure looks really awesome. Mosasaurus is one of the coolest creatures in the entire franchise. It's absolutely awesome. And this Mosasaurus figure very well represents the Mosasaurus that we see in Jurassic World, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and Dominion. This figure also has a pretty good paint job, and it also has some pretty good articulation. And this figure is very, very awesome, and I'm so happy to have it in my collection. Alright, now moving on. Now moving on to my 2nd favorite dinosaur in the entire franchise, that has got to be the Indominus Rex. Yes, the Indominus Rex is my 2nd favorite dinosaur because I absolutely love the Indominus Rex. It is such a cool creature in the franchise, and it comes from my favorite movie in the entire franchise. The figure I chose to represent the Indominus Rex in this spot is the Camouflage and Battle Indominus Rex, because I think it is probably the most accurate to the Indominus Rex. I don't feel like the size is accurate as like the Destroy and Devour, but I feel like the design of it and like the sleekness of it, it looks a lot more like skinnier, like how it was in the film, instead of being that big bulky dinosaur like the Destroy and Devour one was. But yeah, this figure is very incredible. It has super duper sharp teeth, which is awesome. It also has a very cool action feature where it can camouflage, which is very unique to this character, and it also has some pretty decent articulation for having a gimmick. But yeah, the Indominus Rex is one of my favorite dinosaurs in the entire franchise. Now moving on to number 1. Alright, now moving on to my number 1 favorite dinosaur in the franchise has got to be the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And the reason why the Tyrannosaurus Rex is my number 1 favorite dinosaur in the entire franchise is because the T-Rex is awesome. It's the icon of the franchise and it's super cool. And the T-Rex is also my favorite dinosaur of all time. I just love the T-Rex so much. It's such a cool dinosaur. The figure I chose to represent the T-Rex is obviously the Thrash and Throw, because if you guys know this, the Thrash and Throw is my favorite T-Rex in my collection aside from the Red Rex, because that's a different character basically. But this is the one that represents Rexy the best in my collection, and I love this figure so much. If only I had a darker paint job, it would be like the best Rexy representation figure of all time in the regular line. The Hammond Collection one's decent. Hammond Collection T-Rex 2.0 when Mattel. But yeah, this figure is awesome. It can do a bunch of different stuff like thrashing your figures around, snapping its jaws, like hunting its prey, stomping features, roaring features, all of the above. It is just such a cool figure, and I hope they make another T-Rex like this one in the future, but with a better paint job. And here are all the scan codes as well. Alright guys, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to please, if you have not yet, like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell to turn on post notifications so you'll never miss another video. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And make sure to click on one of these videos above. This has been ErwinGoG14, signing out. Bye guys.